Good morning, guys. Friday. And we are live. How's everyone doing? Two minutes to go before we start. Just having a look at the economic calendar so long. Nothing much to look out for. 11 o'clock, some CPI out of the Eurozone. We've had some GDP figures out of the UK looking solid. And then also retail sales a bit down in Germany. And then also CPI out of Japan. So but how's it going, guys? It's Friday. How's the week been? Hope it has been a good one for you guys. One-way traffic on
just a quick little test in there for Mo.
Yeah,
how's that sounding, my brother?
Sounding good on my side. Mo just giving us some feedback there. Sound check. One more minute and then we're gonna kick it off. All is well. Mo Nsimane, the one and only, the best in the business. Keeks, how's it going, man? Friday.
Yo, this weekend couldn't have come sooner. I mean, it's actually been a good week. Like this short week, but a good week.
Yeah, the week has actually flown by. We actually wanted to do so much more on the week, but nonetheless.
Hey, we're still closing out the week with a few bangers of trades though.
Yeah, no, look, trades have been going well. Obviously, load shedding putting us back a little bit yesterday, but other than that, all right, guys, we are officially starting. Welcome to the opening bell for the first-time viewers. The best streaming channel in SA, maybe even globally. But guys, starting off, nothing too much to be concerned about. Only at 11 o'clock we've got CPI, so just be careful if you're trading any major currency pairs. I think that's going to have some effect on the market. Actually expecting CPI to come in lower than previous, so that's a good thing in terms of the fight against inflation. Then we've got the dollar index, and looking on the weekly, remember I mentioned yesterday and the day before that this is a potential area where we can see some type of reversal, or at least a correction, not a complete reversal. And then jumping down to the daily time frame, let's quickly look at where we are on the daily. So remember yesterday I mentioned looking on the daily time frame. If you look left with me, I said where can we potentially head to next? 106.85. that is just a previous daily resistance area. As you can see there, finding resistance, reversing from that level. So we have done that. We closed with a strong bearish candle. Also today's candle already taking out the low. How deep do we pull back? I don't know. We can pull back to here and reverse back up again, or we can get a deeper pullback all the way down to this zone, this breakout level above the weekly pivot. But I am going with a bearish bias on the day. We were bearish yesterday, and going down to a 5-minute time frame, where are we trading? So trading below the daily pivot, trading below all of the moving averages. Let me just zoom this in for you guys. Also trading below the weekly resistance level, resistance 1, Asia low. So I would say even if we do something like this, a little bit of a deeper pullback, once we get back below Asia lows, I will then look for sells on the dollar. So obviously buying the majors. So anything like this a little bit later on, I will be looking to sell the dollar if we can stay below the Asia low and the weekly R1 level. So Asia lows, that's going to be our area of consideration for this morning. We need to monitor what we do at the Asia lows. We don't want to see anything like this happening, or not that we don't want to see it, but if we hold Asia lows, then we're obviously going back to Asia highs to come and take that out. But nonetheless, DXY, that's what we've got on the day. US30, let's quickly look at US30. Wayden, good morning. Alex Edit here, De Lange, what a name. US30, jumping out to the weekly time frame. So weekly, as mentioned, I think midweek we already reached the first level on the weekly time frame. Then I mentioned where's the next area we can potentially go to. I said potentially 33,100. Jumping down to a daily time frame, what do we have here? So yesterday I mentioned we were closing bearish, but closing very close to this previous area of consideration. Taking this all the way back, you can see that this is an area where we've had a lot of reaction. We are still bearish, guys. We're still taking out lows, creating lower lows, lower highs. But again, we need some type of retracement, some type of correction. So I'm leaning bullish on the day due to the fact that are we going to potentially find some support in this area? I don't know. We've had one bullish daily candle. We have yet to take out the weekly low. That's my only concern. I would have loved for yesterday's candle to first take out the weekly low and to then reverse. This then becomes a valid swing point in the market. So at any stage today, we can still do something like this where we push up, we come and retest, I think it's Monday's candle, that flat body support right there, push all the way up to then come all the way back down again. So just be very careful in terms of trading US30 today. Also, the reason I'm saying that, as you can see right there, that is our 200-day EMA. And also just looking back, not doing any guesswork, you can see previously once we've closed below the 200, we've had 3 days worth of price action coming below it, and then once we got back above it, we went below again. So that 200 is definitely an area of contention for us, and I can't get long-term bullish unless we get back above that. So at any stage, if I'm be buying today, I will be looking at taking profits here. So what is that? 33,900 key level on the day if we get there. Just wanted to see what Hang Seng did overnight. Hang Seng index basically closing flat overnight. Had a nice push up, then closing flat. So that is very odd that the daily is doing that. But anyway, this technically shows that the Hang Seng closed up almost 2%. Are Asian markets closed today, Keegs? You don't know of anything, eh? I think the Asian markets are closed. Yeah,
nothing that I've heard of. Or I've checked.
Friday. Technically, Hang Seng's up 2% overnight, so we can definitely get some positive flows going into indices today. So, dropping down to a 5-minute time frame, US30, where are we currently trading? Asia highs, we're trading above the daily pivot. Accumulation distribution nicely bullish. I will be looking for buying opportunities either here at the weekly S1 or anything breaking above Asia highs and holding it. So anything above Asia highs holding it, I will be looking long. I won't be looking short as of yet. Remember that daily level I mentioned all the way back up here, 3400, 34100, very close to the weekly pivot. But let's see, I'm going with a buy bias today to get some sort of pullback. Weekly time frame on Nasdaq already took out the weekly lows. Also, again, I'm mentioned very tricky area because we can find support in this area on a weekly time frame. Closed bearish last week, closing above that flat body support area right there, closing above this previous resistance. Are we going to find some support here? We are still, this weekly candle still open, 14 hours left, jumping down to a daily time frame. Now we've got some more price action to work with. And what am I looking at right here? So previous area of support, try to hold support there, almost like a failed breakdown. Two bullish daily candles, so this now becomes a confirmed support. Where can we go next? First area of resistance that we've got up on the daily time frame is sitting right here. No top wick on that candle. Can we close bullish above this? That's going to make it quite easy next week to trade this all the way back up to these levels right here to get retested. So again, I'm going bullish. Just keep in mind yesterday's high, that could be a turning point to either come lower, or you're going to see a lot of volume coming in to drive this all the way back up. So 5-minute time frame, Nasdaq, and we are pushing bullish, trading above the Asia highs. Daily pivot is sitting at the Asia lows. I don't necessarily want it to pull all the way back there. Anything above Asia highs, anything holding above Asia highs, we can see this push all the way up to 14,800. How much is that? 50 points. And then at this level right here, let me actually mark it out for us, because that's going to be a level of volume, either big reversal or a massive continuation. Previous daily high, let's actually just mark that out for us. And then, so I'm going for buys, guys, just letting you know I'm not selling this market today unless something dramatically changes. USD JPY, let's jump down to a weekly time frame. All right, weekly already had a massive push. Again, I was just referring to the flat body resistance area right there. And if we close bullish above this, potentially next week we can go for that wick fill on the weekly time frame. But again, still to be seen. Weekly was bullish, we called it from Monday. Yesterday I was still relatively bullish because we have yet to test that level up there on the daily. I'm going with a bearish bias today due to the fact that we already broke yesterday's low. So bearish bias on the daily. I want to see a retest of this breakout level down here. 5-minute time frame, we've got 20 minutes till the open, still a lot of time. 5-minute time frame already trading way below the daily pivot. Asia lows, if we can get some type of retest here of Asia lows, I'll be looking for sells. That's also our weekly R2 level, and we already trading below the S1 level. So dollar absolutely collapsing this morning. Asia lows, let's see if we can get a retest. Yet to retest that level, and I will be looking for sells there. Pound yen, let's jump down to the weekly quickly. Pound yen weekly, we didn't get our target on the week, we were bearish. I wanted a retest of that level, starting to push back bullish now again. Daily time frame, I am technically bullish on the day due to the fact that you had this break of support right here. Let me just zoom this in for you guys. So you had that break of support, and then after that failed to retest and continue lower, but now actually started trading back higher. So I am bullish on this. Only other thing is we've got this daily flat body support area, previous support, now potentially resistance. I have not yet tested that, trading above the weekly pivot. So I'm going to go with the bullish bias on the day. Where can we look for buys? We're trading above the weekly pivot. We're trading above the daily pivot. The accumulation distribution almost flattening out. Could we see a massive breakout this morning? I would say my buys would be Asia lows. Even if we do something like this maybe, and then later on come back up, I would look for something like that. Only thing is that I do not really want to see us trade all the way back down here, but nonetheless we could be trading there. Also AD starting to trade below the 200, so I'm going to let this sit a while, let it simmer. I'll set some alerts at 182. Let's see what she does at 182. Maybe we get something there. Round number 182. Gold, let's quickly go down to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, I was bullish. We flipped bearish after we broke the previous weekly low. Again, you can see clear bearish market structure, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So this market is bearish. It is not a bullish market. Daily time frame, also remember we've had 4 straight days worth of selling. Friday, I always preach it, be careful for the Friday reversal. If you were trending the entire week, Friday, either London session or New York is going to give you some type of pullback to create the weekly bottom wick. So daily time frame on the 5 minute, I appreciate it, thanks so much. 5 minute time frame on gold. Let me just get this music a little bit softer. Gold on the 5 minute trading above Asia highs. Also AD starting to flip a little bit bullish now. We would need to see this actually flattening out and then doing something like that. So what would I say for gold? Trading above the daily pivot. Alright guys, so here's my thing. Gold, if we can hold Asia highs, hold the daily pivot, I'll be looking for buys. 1867, where is our potential targets? I would say R1 and the weekly S3. So we way down below the weekly pivot. So Asia highs, if we can hold that, buys. If we fail at Asia highs, something like this, complete collapse, Asia lows, selling. So that is my view on gold. I'm also gonna give it over to Keegan right now for the analysis of gold. And Keegan, you are live, my brother.
Oh, what's up guys? Okay, so just noting quickly, this was yesterday's trade that played out beautifully. I hope some of you guys were able to catch that one. But now if we go to the daily, so you guys can see we had the weekly key level marked out, and also as mentioned we went right to that area. One thing we want to note, we basically closed on the weekly key level, guys, so that's literally a bit of a mix up there. But again, nevertheless, I am still bearish just because I don't want to sell into this. As Chris was saying, with a few days you might maybe get 1 day, maybe even 2 days of bullish momentum just to allow a further collapse. Same with the dollar. I do think the dollar is just having a slight retreat, but it will continue bullish. But now we'll just go over to this and you guys can see. Let me just clear this up for you guys. So when you look over here, you'll see where we had that big bearish engulfing candle. So now with gold, we need to get to that 1870 area. That's the key area for us right now. We need to start closing above 1870, and you'll see we're going to start having some rejection there now in a moment. Once we can get above there and find and make a level of support, you can get possible buys back up into this range. But this 1875, 1876, as you guys can see in the past, this is where all that momentum, everything's going to come to a halt again, and this is where they're going to have to fight. So for me, I'll only really be bullish on gold if we can break above this area and continue, because then we've got all of this to go cover back up here again. But for now, this can all just be a quick pullback just to continue back below. So if we can break above this area, I'd like us to kind of make a little bit of support, and then we'll wait to see what happens over here, because just as easy as it can break up, it can definitely break back down to the weekly key level and even break back down through once it's got that extra liquidity. So guys, that is just my breakdown for now. I don't see any big moves coming. Also keeping in mind that it is a Friday, so when we look over at the weekly candle, let's just get rid of that. This candle's made its moves. I mean, you can look at that. Like, nothing dramatic is going to change this today. Again, I think when you look over in the past, these big moves are only going to kind of be auto-corrected the next week or following week. So for now, I think it's a bit of a dangerous one. If you guys, you're not going to get any swing trade, but if you want to get something small, you might be able to sculpt a buy up to those support areas. But I think, as Chris mentioned, let's see if it holds the Asia highs. And if it can do that, that's probably going to be your best area of support. If we can come down, because on my side, my Asia highs are basically in line also with the pivot. So for me, if I want to go long, that's going to be my best bet to do something like this, guys. That's what I'd be looking for. So that's my opinion on gold for the day, guys.
Keegan, Shotman, heading back to pound yen on the pound USD. Apologies, guys. Weekly bearish. We've already traded down almost, 6 days. Nice bullish engulfing yesterday. I'm bullish on the day. Yesterday I was also bullish, didn't get a test of the daily pivot. Where can we trade this from? Already almost at the daily R1, already close to the half round number, and I would actually want to see quite a deeper pullback, even all the way down to 200 Asia lows before I can buy this. Otherwise, high risk buy here at Asia highs if we hold that, and I'm going to set some alerts right there. Let's see how we do at the Asia highs. We can get some type of continuation to the upside. 12228. Let's see if we hold that level. Markets open up in 11 minutes. Wait for the 15-minute shuffle. Let's see if we can close off the week on a high. Asia high. I'm not talking about a weed high or a cannabis high, but high on equity. USDZAR, let's quickly look at it. Daily time frame, I mentioned yesterday, trading into this major area of potential resistance. Massive bearish engulfing candle on the day. I am bearish all the way back down here, and we'll need to see what we do at 1875. Bearish on the day. I was bearish on the week ever as well, but couldn't get any selling going on there. So Asia lows, as you can see, already trading below the Asia lows. 80 trading firmly bearish. So Asia lows, I'll be looking for sells. I'll actually set some alerts there. 1894, that is where we can potentially look for sells. Looking for this to continue lower and come and retest the session lows down here. Euro USD for Almos weekly was bearish. We already traded quite a bit down again. I think it was yesterday almost, or the day before that. I mentioned we cannot deny the fact that this was a previous area of contention on the weekly time frame. As you can see there, a lot of reactions. 4 weeks. This was in Feb at the start of the year. For 4 weeks we tapped into the same level and we then shot up from there. So again, finding some type of support there. Jumping down to the daily, I am also bullish because we have yet to come and retest this area right there, that previous broken support. Why would we test it? I spoke about it on Tuesday as well, because any broken support usually gets tested, and you can see that all the way down. As we broke support, we came back for a test, broke support, test, broke it here again, most likely a test again. So still bearish overall, but for the day I'm looking for some type of pullback play on a Friday. 5-minute time frame, trading firmly bullish. How can we get in on the action right here? I would say Asia lows our best bet. Asia highs, let's monitor it. This is not a clean break above Asia highs. You can still get something like this. So let me just show you guys. You can still get something like this, where we first trade lower into NYSE and then bounce. So when I talk about, if you go onto the Discord under the educational section, when I talk about clearing the Asia highs, I'm talking about a clean move where it literally cleanly breaks above it without a retest. This is literally just nipping above the Asia highs and banging that Asia high level. That's not clearing it. GBP USD for me, that is clearing the Asia highs. Clean breakthrough, yet to make any type of pullback. So when we test it for the first time, likely we can get a bounce. So I'm just putting that out there for you guys. German 30, I just wanted, this office of mine is turning into a sauna. Just turn off this aircon real quick. German 30, let's quickly look at German 30 daily time frame. I'm bullish on the day. 2 bullish daily candles, that for me becomes a confirmed support. Where to next? This breakout level right here, also the 200 EMA. So bullish on the day, 5-minute time frame. Where are we trading? Firmly bullish above the 200 on the 80. So nice bullish momentum to the upside. I would say if you're looking for buys, wait for the retest of Asia highs here, this zone right here. You want to see that hold, and you don't necessarily want to see it come deeper, because then we'll start breaking structure. Asia highs, that's your level for potential buys. And yeah, let's see. I think we can get some type of bullish momentum on the indices. We will monitor the JSE as well. So let's see, JSE closing positive yesterday. So let's see if this will push bullish. That's a rapid fire analysis, guys. Now we just patiently wait for our setups to play out. I definitely feel like we can get something. I'm optimistic. How's everyone doing? AB party, clean and precise to the point. Thank you, Keegan. I agree 100%. Keegan's analysis is always clean and precise. Sorry to ask, bro, how is the spread on USD on Vault Markets? It's insanely high on my prop firm account. Alex, it's insanely high everywhere. Unfortunately, it's a very low traded pair, so the spreads on it is pretty terrible. So when you trade it, please make consideration of the spreads. Morning team, Richard Lowry in the house, the one and only. Laz, thank you for having me here, man. On equity, that's the right attitude always. If you are getting high on dope, there's the other guy that's not high on dope that's going to run circles around you while you're sitting getting high. That guy's busy chasing his dreams and reaching certain levels. Morning, everyone. Morning. Not saying there's anything wrong with dope, but is it productive? Is it really helping you? Anyway, let me not get into that. Jason Larkin, good morning. Geez, good morning. Well, guys, for the new viewers, feel free to join the Discord link in the description. A lot of content still coming there. think we're sitting on 116 members, if I'm not mistaken. Started this 2-3 weeks ago. Let's see if we can build that out to one of the strongest communities in SA, even globally. Guys, yesterday was 0.8% away of passing the phase 2 of the prop firm challenge. Took a loss back to 2.2%, but that's part of it. Broke one of my own rules. Trade was up 1.2%. You guys know I preach a 1-to-1, take 90% off, leave a runner. I was a fucking idiot and I didn't close because I just wanted to finish that phase 2, get it done and dusted, share it with you guys just to show you that it is possible to pass these prop firm challenges. Not that I'm saying it's impossible. Keegan himself is funded as well, or he was up until MFF shut down, but he's on the road to getting funded again.
Don't worry guys, your boy is going to be back very, very soon with some big numbers for you guys.
Prop firm launching hopefully on Sunday. I'll give you guys some feedback in the Discord after this. I've got a meeting with the team after this, so just need to sort out 1 or 2 PSPs. Everything is live, website is live, CRM is live. We literally just need those 2 PSPs. Just busy with final testing. As soon as that goes live, most probably on Sunday, I'll do a soft launch with all of the guys in the Discord and some other communities as well. And then the official launch, most probably you guys will, it's basically the launch on Sunday or Monday. Otherwise the official launch will most probably be in a week's time, the online launch, where the ads will start going out. This is very exciting. Not Everblue. Everblue is for fuckboys. We're talking about a real prop firm that's regulated, not some white label prop firm that's running on the back of somebody else. First fully regulated online trading prop firm.
Yeah guys, you don't want to miss it. And I mean, end of the day, it's backed by your 2 Gs, so why would you want to support it?
Yolandi, good morning. Yeah guys, so the thing is, especially with what's happening with MFF, there's a lot going on in terms of the prop firm space regulation coming in. We would be using Vault as the broker, correct? Please note the trading conditions with the prop firm is going to be completely different to what it is on Vault markets, because it is an offering. I don't want to say the name as of yet, but it is our offering, so we are setting the spreads. It is the best execution. You guys will see. I will actually buy an account as well, and I will trade it live on the streams for you guys to see the execution. We're trading live every morning. You guys can join us here, give us feedback on the prop firm. Aiming to be the most transparent prop firm in the space, giving you guys all of the stats, the good, the bad, the ugly. Not trying to hide anything, because for some reason the prop firm space has become very shady. There's a lot of weird stuff happening. Guys that are profitable where they're getting slipped, accounts getting froze. I'm reading a lot of bad stuff on Twitter, especially Twitter, looking at the prop firm community, that yeah, I don't I don't want to slander any company, but do your homework. We will be the first regulated online prop firm. Fully regulated financial services provider, regulated through the FSCA, using a fully regulated broker, Vault Markets. And on that, thank you for Vault Markets for giving us this opportunity every morning to trade with you guys. The support and the growth has been absolutely amazing. The feedback we're getting, guys, in the Discord community, giving us feedback on the analysis we provide in the morning sessions, the trades that we've been taking. I can honestly not fault it. Again, as mentioned, I take the trading business very seriously. I take what I do very seriously, and again, a lot of times we crack jokes and it's all fun and games, but we take it very seriously in terms of what we put out. Nothing to hide, all of the streams are online. You can go onto the channel, go watch every single stream. We don't delete streams like some of the US traders. You only see the good streams where they're taking wins. All of our streams are live. We don't want to hide anything. You can get anyone to come and review what we do. Go back on every single stream. Go back on every single analysis, and the most transparent channel on the internet. The most transparent community. Honestly, nothing to hide, nothing to sell you even. We're not even trying to push the broker on you. If you want to use Vault Markets, that's great. You're supporting the channel, you're supporting us. If you don't want to use Vault Markets, that's also fine. We're not going to push anything onto anyone, but support the place that provides value. There's no other broker providing this type of value every morning, every day. If you can show me another broker that's doing this, great. Most probably some of the other brokers watching this and telling their team, why aren't we live streaming? And then the traders are like, we can't actually really trade. We can only market well. We can only do YouTube videos after the fact. How do you want us to trade live if we can't even really trade? So, or we can do videos and we can do analysis, but fuck, we can't call our trades live. Some of your mentors can't
I
even.
think that's one thing, like traders misunderstand that, in the sense that I feel like that is the epitome of like proving yourself, or not even if you want to say prove, but being legit, is if you can take trades live, because there's no bullshit, there's no hiding, there's no, you're either going to get clapped or you're going to be profitable. And at the end of the day, the results, I mean, how many times you guys have asked if you can have like a record sheet of our wins and losses and stuff? There's no need for that. Like, if you are on the lives, you'll see how many times we win, you'll see how many times we lose. There's no bullshit around it.
AB, can you please explain the difference between brokers like Vault, whose volume is more, versus normal broker, referring to lot sizes? It's all based on the liquidity provider and the broker, AB. It is not, there's not a difference. It's purely the contract sizing that differs. Some guys have it a 1-to-1, some have it 1-to-10, some have it 1-to-100. But there is the micro for you as well, AB, on Vault. The micro account, the volume is 1-to-10, so it's 10 times smaller when you open up a 0.01. Alright guys, markets are open and in motion. nothing yet for me. DXY just collapsing. We need to see some type of pullback. I'm not going to rush into this. If it is a runaway train, that's fine. Pound yen, I'm watching these Asia lows, and I'm still liking the bars. I just want to see where we are. Flipping back bearish on the day. Let's see, CPI out of Tokyo coming in lower. GDP coming in quite decent, so let's see. Because I find Volt is nice for news events, as its contract size are different. Like you mentioned, on indices you can make a fair amount on small moves. Oh, it's just the leverage and the volume. Right guys, we're gonna need to wait for that 15-minute shuffle, some type of pullback. I'm not gonna chase after a runaway train. Totally agree, there's so much BS out there. Jason, tell me about it. Somebody in the office yesterday telling me another big IG influencer talking shit about how he's closing his, or not closing his signals group, but it's becoming a discussion group, and saying why should he give take profits and stop losses. You've eaten the people's money, you've asked them for the signals money, and now you're talking cuck about freedom and this and that. Absolute bullshit, guys. If you are asking funds for trading signals and you can't produce on that, then don't talk cuck about this and that and I'm not working for you. Like, you eating the people's money, you need to make sure that you are grinding on the charts and you are providing value for what that client paid for. So if you're a signals provider, be very sure that you are putting in the work. If you're asking money for it, you should be putting in the work. You shouldn't be talking shit about this or that or the market. But anyway, let me not get on that. MC Monray, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The guys can't trade. But you are correct.
I'm just still waiting for the garage door.
I should just actually expose that, man. But anyway, do you trade the WTI? It's been on a steady climb since April. Years ago I did Akhlumile, but I've not really been focusing on the oil market. Made some good money on oil back in the day. This is where I come for my daily dose of the early morning market recap and analysis. You guys are the best. Thanks, Jimmy, man. Appreciate it. Geeks, do you think we should do a face reveal for MC?
Yo. You know, hey, that's one way to go viral. I literally swear we'll go viral all over the world if we expose that man.
The mentor doesn't want to send signals unless people are reacting to his signals. Get MC in the chat right now. We're gonna do a face reveal. He literally says he's not gonna send signals if people are not reacting. Don't tell me he's a scam. Who are you talking about? Guys, I'm gonna do a face reveal, but we're gonna delete this stream. I don't want Vault Markets to get into trouble. Keeks, should I do it? Guys, if we can get the likes to 40, I will do an MC reveal for you.
We can play his game. If we can get a certain amount of likes and reactions, then you guys can get a reveal.
40 likes and we are doing an MC reveal. 40 likes. Keeks, you think you need to go viral? I asked MC to be on the stream. He said he first wanted to have a look at what we're doing.
You know, it's quite funny, because he's like, no, he first wants to see what the streams are about. Watch this be the stream that he's gonna watch.
24 likes. If we can get it to 40, guys, we'll do a face reveal.
You know, for me, the only problem is, like, what I have with guys is it's always talk and they never follow through. So with him, he originally said to him and like publicly he was going to do a big reveal, and that was a year ago. It never happened. So he always keeps committing to things and then never does it.
We'll do it. Where's the like sitting at? Is it 26? Keeks, I can't see. 27, 40 likes. We're doing an MC reveal. No bad blood. I like the guy. I think he made a mistake back in the day, but we'll do a reveal for you guys. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. Market anyway moving. I think.
Just change of topic quickly. We didn't have any news now, right?
We've had some consumer spending coming out of.
Yes, it's because the pound is busy dying. It is taking shots left, right, and center.
$27 guys. On 40 we do the reveal. I'll give you the backstory. I think it is time. It is time that the people know why.
Guys, I've just put it out there. Like, we always have this joke about Chris in the office, and we never know if he's actually being serious or not.
No,
And
I'm
even
serious,
right
bro.
now, I genuinely don't know if he's gonna do this.
Bro, if we get 40 likes, sign in 40 likes. I'm gonna drop some tin foil for you guys.
Oh my, you know, this is literally gonna go viral. We're gonna wake up on Monday morning with how many phone calls?
Tin foil, 40 likes, only 12 away. I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom. I feel it is time that we clean up this industry, and we're already doing it, but I feel like it is time to call a spade a spade. 12 more likes, we're doing a reveal. I've told you guys, I've been in this game for 8 years. Believe me when I tell you, I've got ears and eyes everywhere. 10 more, run into the bathroom. 40 likes. We're gonna show you the man behind Mad Charts, the face behind it. Time to show the people.
Yo, guys, this is gonna get hectic very, very fast. We didn't have a special guest for you today, so it looks like we're gonna make our own one for you guys. Oh, Jason, he's bringing the likes in here for us. Yo. Yeah, bro, honestly, I don't even know how this is gonna end. I mean, to be fair, like, I mean, don't think you can get in trouble for it. Like, yeah, I don't think you can in that type of way. I mean, the guy's wearing a mask. I mean, it's not a criminal offense if you unmask Spider-Man, so I don't see why he's any different. No, right now, my man, this guy's got a massive ass wooden spoon and he's just stirring the pot. Literally. Yeah, this is gonna, whew. Especially when you get the people that are gonna start tagging him, and oh, it's gonna get very, very interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all.
Ask Caitlin, just give me 2 Grand Pass or 2 Panadas. Do you have 2 Panadas? Let me just prep everything for you guys. 8 more likes. Let's get it. Let's get 8 more likes. Do you have 2 there? Yeah, give me 2. 7 more likes, guys. We're gonna show you who's the face behind Mad Shots and why he's got a mask.
Yo. I don't have words, guys. This is gonna get very, very hot very quickly. Yo, 3 more.
Just gonna quickly prep everything on this side and then I'm gonna show you guys.
Yo.
Two more likes. Okay, let me prep it. Tinfoil.
Yes.
Tinfoil coming in.
Oh damn, 1 more.
Let me just prep everything here for you guys.
Updates on gold. So what are we? Over none. Okay, see 30 minutes. Yeah, so just that update on gold, like I said, okay, I do believe now after that closure, guys, as mentioned, it can go back up to that 1876 where I circled that area for you earlier. Basically, you'll look on the charts where all that consolidation was yesterday. We're going to go back up to that area and it will be basically the same thing.
Wait, so Keeks, let me just...
You're going to have to watch that area.
Okay, Keeks is live, guys. I'm just prepping the face reveal here on my side.
Yeah, so as I was saying, guys, you're just going to want to look on this area. Literally, this thing's either going to burst through straight away, so definitely will come back up to here. But what's going to happen is we're either going to just burst right through, or we're going to get a repeat literally of the day yesterday, and we're going to be back and forth until one of them are either going to give and it's going to shoot right back up or below again. Sorry guys, so yeah, I definitely say I wouldn't take any trades here now because you're in no man's land. But once we can get back up to here somewhere, then that's where you can start looking and wait for that confirmation on whether you go long or go short. Okay,
did we get 40? Let me check. Did we get 40? No, 1 more.
Oh, they're trying to...
Oh, there's it. Alright, guys. Remember last week I was talking about a certain young gentleman that was on the FSCA's roster for managing people's money. And I want to tell you exactly why the guy's got a mask. Because there was an enforcement matter against him. Let me just quickly go down to it.
I wouldn't sell US30 there now, bro. Hold off a little longer. You got a 4-hour resistance at 33,835. So I would wait to see a bit of movement around there. But again, you're in no man's land right now. I definitely wouldn't be selling there.
Okay, let me just... Right guys, the man behind the mask. Let me show you guys right here. Mario Nell is the man behind the mask. This gentleman right here, that is why he's wearing a mask. He was trading people's money. Only got a fine of 100,000 Rand. You can go and read some matters on it. So Mario Nell, let me just get it on here. This gentleman right here, that is the man behind the mask. This account is private. I've requested to follow him to show you guys, but there is your man behind the mask as promised. So he doesn't even need to do a reveal. We did it for him, but that is why he wore the mask. I don't know why he feels ashamed about it. Made a mistake. Again, no issues with the guy, but can't have traders sitting behind masks. Time for him to take that mask off. Okay, we had that retest.
Oh shit. Ain't no going back now.
No, there you've got it, guys. I was talking so much shit about the reveal, but I wouldn't have taken a trade. We haven't gotten the 15-minute shuffle yet. But there you've got it, guys. Ask him, are you Mario? Follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, well, it really is true. There's, I always say to people, there's a lot of ones that are in the game, but the fakes are out very, very quickly. If people know your name, you either are one of the top scammers or you are one of the real ones. But yeah, in this game, everyone knows everyone.
But there you have it, guys. That's why he wears a mask. But on to trading. Stop recording now. No guys, it's just stating facts. It's not, I'm not saying anything bad about the guy. I'm just telling you who he is.
So how long until you think he's in our DMs?
I don't know, guy. Like we don't really have a big following, so only 43 guys on here. Actually, maybe do a test. What time is it? 9:26. Let's see how quickly word can spread.
You know, Mondre, so answering that question, hey, like we've discussed this a few times. I've said to Chris, my opinion, I don't believe he's fake in a sense. So like Chris and I have had this conversation. He made some mistakes and he might have learned from them. All traders, we all lose and lose and lose and lose, and eventually we hit that, like we always said, that click, and you start winning after that. So you know what, he could have changed and he could be a profitable trader, but there is things that are questionable. So in saying that, there's things we doubt, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's completely fake. There's just some things that you're not 100% sure about.
Yeah, look, I cannot comment on his services or how he's been trading or all of that. Like, honestly, I cannot comment on that. I cannot, unless I'm in his group and see what he's putting out. But I just showed you guys who's the man behind the mask, because I think he's also getting tired of it. So, but Mondre, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say a big thing for me, and like guys that know me, like obviously a big guy I kind of do respect is Q Banks, and I definitely wouldn't. And again, not just as a trader, he's built his industry for his income and stuff like that. But I don't think he would attach himself to someone the way he has with Mad Charts if he was a complete scammer and a fake. So for me, that's the one part where I'm like back and forth about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying he is currently scamming. I don't know what he does. I followed him yesterday for the first time. I just know him from years ago. I know he's the man behind the mask, and he made some honest mistakes. He's paid his penalty. I don't know if he's paid back the clients that he traded for, but Mondre, yeah, no, so there's no bad vibes. If you're on his group, so here's the thing, if you're in his group, honestly, Mondre, did you get value? So here's my thing, like, did you get value out of the group? If so, if you got value, great. I've got no problem with somebody providing value.
Yeah, like guys, I can tell you there is things I have learned from him. So even me personally, I can tell you there's things I have learned that I have at later stages incorporated into my trading, or use as confluencies, things like that. So again, like, I don't think he's a terrible trader. It's not like in that sense he's a fake, but again, you don't know how he goes about things. You don't know what his exact income is, what all he's involved in. But end of the day, if you want to say he's made a name for himself, he's made a name for himself. He is doing well. But I think the big point is like where Chris is saying there's no need to like hide. You did something wrong, you made a mistake, you learn from it, you move forward. That's just how it is.
Yeah, we're not bashing him for that. Honestly, I'm not bashing anyone. And like I say, you can change, but of what just happened.
You know, for me though, the one part, like guys, we always talk about like lifestyle, okay? And again, I'm gonna use Q Banks as an example. Q Banks had the famous $450,000 trade, and that same day he went and bought a pista cash with that money. Mad Charts has had $300,000 days, and he goes and buys a Mustang. How the hell does that add up? So it's just like we always keep saying, like, you gotta like think a little bit further about something sometime.
Keegan is stirring the pot now. The boys are cooking, let them cook.
but like I said, questionable. But even myself, I can tell you, I have learned some things through him. So I don't think he's a terrible trader at all. Like I don't think that. But yeah, the mask, I think it's time it comes off.
He has a pista and a Eurus now,
I'm
does
not
he?
even answering that question.
What is that?
AB's comment there. You remember we were talking about this in the office the other day. No, that's not what we definitely are not saying that. There's a lot of stories around those cars. No pink slips, but again, like we're saying, just try to think a little bit further than looking at the cool Instagram pictures, and like you'll start picking up patterns. So yeah, we're not trying to bash the guy. Like I'm gonna leave it there because I'm not stirring the pot. But yeah, like we said, there's no bad blood against the guy. Like, do you have respect for him? But yeah, it's just a little bit of time. Like we keep saying, you got to be transparent.
Maybe we still get him on as a guest. If you know Mad Charts, tell him we still want him on. Mario, ons is lief vir jou, my vriend. Kom op die stream en haal ons daai masker af, jong man.
You know, so like my thing is like I said, guys, we're not bashing the guy anymore. A question like something simple as this: like if you live in the same city as him, I mean, cars like that you don't see like 30 of them a day. So you see the car, you know who the car belongs to. You could just stand outside and wait to have him come back to his car, because I can guarantee you when he goes to the shops to get groceries, he's not walking around with the mask on, but he's driving that car. So you can just put one and one together and look at who climbs in the car.
Maybe, I don't know, dude. Honestly, I don't focus too much on what other guys are doing.
But it is quite funny though. Have you seen, like, I always used to say it was like a very unique thing, but probably over the last year, actually how many like these TikTok and Instagram traders and all of them have like copied the whole masks trader thing.
Yeah, it's quite good marketing.
I always had the comment, like you could talk about like, oh my word, have you seen this trader that drives the Ferrari? He lives in Miami, or he does this. And you could be like, how many? There's so many. Which one are you talking about? But if you go to someone and be like, oh my word, have you seen that mask trader that's doing this? He's doing this. Everyone knows who you're talking about.
Can't wait to see Rydell. I think Rydell blocked me.
Chris, maybe we should get masks.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly think Rydell blocked me. Guys, if you've got I think I've got his number. Wait, I think I've got Rydell's number. What's name's got my phone?
No, you know, like I'm gonna be different. I want to go get like one of those, like Rey Mysterio masks, those Mexican muchachos. One of those masks.
I would love to get Rydell on. I've got a lot of respect for Rydell. Let me actually see what Rydell is on. He usually has like a bit of a...
You know, for a moment there, Jason, when you asked that question, I was like, who the hell are you talking about? And then I remembered it because we were talking about him. Nah, but Chris is a massive fan of him. Chris loves him.
Who's that, Rydell?
Clarence Jr. Williams.
Hey guys, you already know what it is. Ah, Clarence. Now look, that man has been on the hustle, eh? Tell Caitlin to ask get Clarence on for us. Can we get Clarence on as a guest? Clarence has been busy. I have to say, the man has been marketing. Clarence.
I'll give it to him though, eh? He's got good taste in cars. Because that BMW in the Heritage Edition color, oof, beautiful car. I just wouldn't stand on it, but beautiful car.
Clarence Jr., let him take some live trades. Morning traders, no dumps for me today yet. I'm just patiently waiting here, guys. As mentioned, we've now tested the weekly pivot again on GJ. I'm not going to try and buy it here. Accumulation distribution starting to turn a little bit bearish here. Only way I can get long is if we can regain the Asia range, Asia lows, and then get all the way back up. And then DXY just dying at this stage. US30, as mentioned, Asia highs, go back on the stream. As I said, I'm not looking to sell this, I'm purely just looking to buy this. And at that retest, they're running away from us. Sorry, Kicks, you were saying?
No, I was actually just going to add, I can't remember in the chat earlier you asked about if they should sell US30 now, and I told them definitely not to. I hope you didn't, because that is just going up, but it is approaching the 4-hour resistance now, so we'll start keeping an eye out on it.
Pound yen at pivot and broken Asia lows. Correct, King Jaffa, but remember on the daily time frame we are still relatively bullish. So due to the fact that we've broken down this resistance area, and if you go on the Discord, it is one of the setups on the 5-minute time frame. Remember, price is fractal, so we actually looking at that on a daily time frame, where price failed to continue lower, started breaking back higher, and yeah, that is what you've got on the daily. So just going down to a lower time frame now. Remember, price is fractal. What you see on the 5, what you see on the daily, weekly, all of that structure still, I meant nice long. Yeah, my only thing though is we are still in bearish order flow. So if you go to a line chart, you will see that we're still creating lower lows, lower highs. So also the 80 is a little bit suspect to me, because see how we've been pushing up and now we almost in this consolidating. I do think we're gonna get a breakout from here, but it is now flatlined and the 80 is actually trading below the 200. So I don't know if you're still in the chat. I will still do a video on this, asking me how do I use that indicator as a confluence. Go on the Discord as well. So you'll in the Discord at the educational section under trading plan. If you go under trading plan, I outline it quite clearly as to what I look for. Let me just open this up. Just show you guys in the trading plan. it's a little bit of a trading plan and a little bit of a strategy as well, so go through that all day for free for you guys to use, make use of it. Alright, GJ guys, I'm still keen to get long on this as soon as we can break back inside of the Asia lows. Gold runaway train as mentioned, 80 starting to push bullish. No retest of the Asia highs as of yet. It is still early, we're still going to be here for a while. Pound USD as well, mentioning the Asia highs yet to retest that. Nice little push up. USD ZAR as well, alert set, so we're just patiently gonna wait. Market running away. Let's see what the JSE did. As mentioned, I was thinking potentially positive, and we are up 0.9% following that Asia flow overnight. So for those guys of you that don't know, follow what the Asia market is doing. Most probably what the Asian markets will do, that will follow through into the European session, and then also usually what happens during the European session will happen in the New York session. So usually European session sets the tone for the day. You get some type of pullback going into NYSE, and for the most part you will at least come and retest the daily highs. Those are all just small little nuances in trading that you pick up over the years. Currently GJ the only one in zone for us, so I will be focusing on this to see if we can break structure to the upside. Something something very similar to what we had yesterday. Remember that trade I took yesterday offline? Now I sound like Roger Banks, all the winning trades are offline, but anyway, this was a valid setup for me. 80 was trading bullish. There was your break of structure back into the Asia range, lows taken, so a lot of liquidity generated with that breakout, and I was only targeting Asia highs. I feel like I'm using Roger Banks's method to stir the pot to get people's attention. That's not the right way to do it. Trending clicks, good morning my brother, how are you? Oh yeah, you absolutely correct, Jaffa. That is Keegan. It's end of the month, dude. I don't even see that. So that's why you're getting very one-sided flow as guys rebalance their books. But we can maybe still get into something naughty on a Friday. We can still get into, especially after such bullish month for USD. Yeah, correct. Let's actually look at the monthly time frame on the DXY. Let's see. All right, so as mentioned previously on stream, we were actually in a monthly range. So here's the weird thing though, which could happen, is we could actually, this could be a fake out. because we technically broke structure to the downside. This was the swing low. From here we created a new high, so from here we broke that low. So for some of you, I think this is a ICT concept where you've got the accumulation, the manipulation, and then you get the distribution. So maybe clip this. I'm just saying I'm not fully convinced on ICT's methods. I do use, for instance, the Asia range. This comes from ICT. This right here, this is most probably the only thing of ICT that I use is the Asia range, the true Asia range. Other than that, there's not too much that I use of ICT. Also I don't know if TC's in the chat, also goes back to Steve Mauro's The Market Maker Cycle. ICT just reworded methods that have been used for years. It's all the same, just new. Yeah, the market maker cycle has been around for quite a bit of time. But again, guys, it all just comes down to horizontal level. That is how simple trading really is. It is literally horizontal levels. Another guy, another mentor here in Port Elizabeth, Jay Froneman, somebody that I can highly recommend, that's got a very solid work ethic, not scammy at all, honestly putting value out for a lot of traders for free. Very solid guy, Jay Froneman. So just to give you an idea, his method that he trades, Asia highs was just nibbed. Go back on the stream where I said before we go lower, we can get something where we fake out the buyers to then come and clap the sellers with all of these equal lows right here. I'll actually find it. I'll find it right now where I talked about that on the stream. I don't know if some of you guys, I like Jay's method. It's the one I've been using. It just makes sense to my brain. Edgar, I love his method as well. He was kind enough to add me to his group. I've yet to work through all of his material, but very well laid out. I just want to go to yesterday's live. Yeah, Jay is very meticulous about his Jay, I don't know if you're listening to this, but even his voice notes are Keegan, we talk about it, even his voice notes are like he's recording a YouTube video.
Nah, the man is 24/7 dialed in.
That man is always ready to do some content. Yesterday we were chatting on WhatsApp and he sent me a voice note, and I thought he was explaining something critical yet to me, but he was actually chatting to me. No, that man is dialed in, eh? Where did I do that gold analysis yesterday? How can I join the WhatsApp or Telegram channel, please? There is no WhatsApp or Telegram. There's just the Discord link in the description. Feel free to join that. His education videos also flow really well. Totally changed the game for me. Passed phase 1 of my challenge with max 1 drawdown and 2.2% away from passing phase 2 now. Yeah, well done, Edgar. Now, honestly, I have a lot of respect for the guy. I can vouch for him. There's no sinister motives behind what he does. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't recommend scammers on the stream. I wouldn't recommend somebody that I feel can do harm to the trading community. I can honestly say, hey mate, last week you shared a Telegram group where they publish free help. Guys, loan us, moderators, let's just quickly time out that young man. The same guys yesterday trying to scam people on your loan us. If I find you, young man, you will be picking up your teeth with broken fingers. Moderators, just be aware. Please just take action if we get scammers in the chat. That was me, Edgar. the mods were sleeping a bit. I don't even know if we've got mods online. Any thoughts on Euro USD? Hallo manne, wat maak goud vandag? Goud wag vir die bok game Sondag, maar ons wil die goud huis toe bring. Euro guys, on that note, please note that I'll never message you first. Let's maybe talk about that. My IG handle is Chris_marketbull. That is the only one I've got. Please, I will never message you and ask you, hey, how's your trading going? Markets have been wild. I'll never message you first. Please. I don't even message my wife first, so and that's an issue. But where was I? I was going to chat about something here. Euro Aussie. Let me quickly get Euro Aussie on here for the gentleman Emil Monroe. Emil, let's quickly look at Euro Aussie for you. I think you want to look at Euro Aussie because FX or Alex G was trading Euro Aussie. What does PDH means in NAS? Where did you see PDH? Oh, it's previous daily high. Sorry, Mona. Previous daily high. Let's quickly do a top-down analysis while we wait for our setup. So Euro Aussie clearly bearish. On the weekly time frame, broke structure there. Also closing back below this previous area of resistance, which potentially tried to hold as support. We've broken that down. We've got some areas of consideration right here, so that also failed to hold. If we close below that level on the weekly time frame, most likely we'll come back somewhere down here firstly, because that was area of support, trying to hold as support, and then after that you can come all the way down here. So daily time frame, let's quickly look at the daily. Very nice break of structure to the downside, and I would have been bearish on the day due to that break of structure. Where can we go to next? Only thing is we've got an area of support right here. Looking left with me, you can see that from that level tested 4 days in a row and then shot up. And if we can close below this on the daily, you can come all the way back down here. And going down to a 5-minute time frame, let's see where we are. So retesting Asia lows, clearly bearish. Only thing is we're trading so far away from the daily pivot, but it is bearish. I would say if you're looking for any types of shorts, you don't want to see it coming back inside coming back inside of the Asia range. So yeah, I hope that helps, Emil. Sahil in the house. One of the strongest Indian oaks I've seen, with one of the best hairlines in the business. Also has a trading group. Guy looks like a Bollywood model with cars that I can only dream of. But Sahil, we haven't taken any trades. No trades as of yet. We just called the US30 buys above the Asia highs. I was waiting for the retest of that, so after the breakout. So still want to look for the buys on there. Now we're gonna get a trade. I'm monitoring GJ. I want to see this come back inside of the Asia range. We've tested the weekly pivot. Only thing is I need some type of structure break to the upside, and then on the retest we're gonna go long. I'm so glad the bulls are back on US30, myself as well, man. That's why they call me Chris Market Bull. I always want to be bullish on the markets. That selling was ruthless, and then yesterday myself and Keegan getting absolutely murdered on the sells, and we were actually talking about it. So the 80 was starting to, it was bullish, like it was clearly pointing upwards, and we still said, look, we're leaning towards longs, and then this little break below the 80 fucked us up completely. We were actually running about 1% in profit. So after this break right here, I think this was the Asia lows. Yeah, Asia lows right here. Yesterday's Asia low, somewhere there. We were sitting in the office. I still told Keegan if we can get a nice little break above there to fake out the buyers off this level, to then bring it down. So on the pullback of this candle, shorted here somewhere, as it tested that zone, came back down, had our stops 40 points there, and then this candle having no wick. I honestly thought with the equal lows we had right here, I still told Keegan at least we'll get like a 1 to 2, just like a little flush below here, and we'll lock it in. Got murdered. 1% up to 1% down in a matter of minutes. Did it 4 days straight. Back tested. That's when structures formed recently on, yes, correct, 5:30. Yesterday's Asia high was here. This was the Asia high level right there. So after we started flipping bullish again, I didn't get in on this, but for the guys that do trade my method, Asia high right there, 80 was bullish. There was your break of structure. Let me just show you on the Discord. Break of structure, you would have entered right there. Your 40-point stop would have gotten clapped. So actually quite volatile yesterday. Unless you waited for the pullback, maybe you would have survived, but that is a valid, I only use a 40-point stop, but the trade you're looking at there is this continuation trade right there. Break above, close above the pivot, half round number, Asia lows, that continuation trade. I didn't trade after that loss yesterday. I was mentally just too drained. I told Keegan, I'm just calling it, sticking a fork in it. Alright guys, GJ, let's see what she does. Get yourselves ready, GJ on the charts. I don't want you guys to be caught off by surprise if I call it and when I call it. Can you guys still see Keeks? Because for some reason on the, yeah, I can still see him. Keeks, you still there, brother? Brother man? Wait, no, there's something weird again. Let me just, okay, you're back. I don't know what's happening. No, one second.
Yeah, like the Streamlabs like glitched out.
Just take a message. I think it's a marketing call. Alright guys, starting to make the right moves here. I would love for it to come in a little bit deeper here, and that's Sahil's cue to say that is what she said, and then a nice break of structure right there. If we can get something like that, then we flipped the order flow right on cue. So this is the only trade currently in zone. Keys, I don't know, do you have something that you're looking at?
Pretty much GJ. I'm also looking for an entry on that, and also EJ as well. So those are the two I'm looking at. EJ obviously is coming off the weekly pivot.
Yeah.
But GJ, I feel, will actually get a bit of a better move off of. So if we can come up a little bit more, create that change of structure, we'll break above a daily key level, and that will be able to run up. So that's what I'm looking for. It's just the better option out of the two.
I started using your Asia high and low strat game changer. So I told you the Asians know what they're doing. I like a tight Asian range. You don't want a big Asian. So you bring out the worst in me, guy. Stop it, man. Come on. you know, Hacking's nothing worse than a wide Asian range. Makes it difficult for the fake out.
The Asians do it best, eh?
Yeah, things went south quickly here, guys. Luckily, when I post these streams, I say it's not for kids. Laz, I hope your wife is not watching. I hope my wife, if I get clapped when I get home tonight, I know she's been watching. Yes, things went south there, guys.
Yeah, GJ is coming into my area where I'll start to dial in for it.
Alright guys, nice little break of structure. You can see here, this was the last lower high created. All I want to see now is coming back here, create some type of resistance, come back, retest the Asia lows, break the structure there, and we will be in this, in it to win it. Tight spots to be hit today. On what time frame are you on? Always 5 minutes. JC, maybe a good idea. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this as well. Yeah, apologies guys. Always feel free to ask a question. The chats are open for any questions. Feel free to send in a chart. How you do that is on your trading view, there's a take a snapshot. You can go there, you can go to copy link, and you can paste that link in the chat. I will copy that, I will paste it like that. You see that link, I will click on it, and what you should see is the chart that you sent to me, and we can have a look. So feel free to send in any charts as well. More than happy to go through your charts with you as well. Remember, we're ultimately in this together. We're still gonna get some hoodies printed, better together, inspired by Keegan van Dijk himself. I can already see through the placing some buys here on GJ. And there we lost Keegan. Gigs, we lost you, brother Bear. Oh wait, he's back. Gigs entering those buy limits on GJ. I don't know if Keegan can hear me. Keegs, can you hear me? He can't hear me. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Really?
I can hear you now, but you stopped. Yeah, there I can hear you.
No, I'm saying, are you placing those buy limits on GJ?
Yeah, but only thing is for me, like I just have that key area, so I just wanted to close above it, and then I'll literally put that buy limit in for that retap.
So yo, I'm going to gym twice a day to look like an Indian Keegan.
Oh my word.
Hey, so yo, Keegan is quite a big boy, and he always wears these big jerseys, but he's a big boy. Riding the wave in that ocean, rolling with the markets. So we were talking about it. I'm gonna get into gym some seriously. So the supplements the guys have been mentioning is like a light bit of GH sprinkled with some, is it Tren?
Some Trenbolone.
Some Anavar. I don't know, the guys want me to look like a gorilla. I have to get a bigger mouse.
The bull's gonna turn into the market ox.
Bro, but the GH, does it actually like grow your hands as well? Like everything, or not?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I see there on Sahil's IG, man taking some animal stack. I caught GJ on the pivot, silent, beautiful. You had more balls than me. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm just waiting for some confirms. Once I get those confirms, I will be in it as well. Sahil with a nice little animal pack or animal stack. I don't know if it's the test stack or the animal. Their stuff always looks so extreme. You get it like in a jar. Animal pack.
So just right, it sounds like he gets it from like the Liver King.
I don't even get me started on. You got more balls than me, said every GHUs. Yes, dude. Honestly, I don't want to be bigger than I am now. I'm like almost 140 kgs, but overweight. I want to get down to like 106. But Keegan mentioned Anavar's the way to go. Just some slight kidney pains, but he'll get there very quickly.
No, it's nothing too serious. Just like cut a quick kidney out and just keep on going.
Alright guys, just need a resistance here. G8. G8. GH. GJ. Dang you, Seal. I just want to see some resistance being formed. I want to see it come back to Asia lows. So just keep it on alert, guys. Nothing else I'm looking at currently. GU, anything on the Asia highs, I'll still look for buys. So I've got alerts set there, but GJ currently in the strike zone. We want to strike on this, so just keep that in mind. Nice little, if we can find some resistance right there, I would love that. Come back down. I'm just mapping it out for you guys, and then from there a break of structure and we will execute. So only thing is we need some structure to be formed. Why am I not just taking it while it broke back into the Asia range? Because we've already made a move up here. So I want to see some reaction in this area, and then I want to see that break. Just gonna run to the toilet quick. Trend bologna sandwiches for the win. Trend bololo. I'll see you guys now Monday to Friday. Follow us on IG. Links are in the description. Myself and Keegan, the strong bull, I'm the market bull, and then Discord link also in the bio. Join the Discord. Group is growing strong. I think almost, what is that, 93 plus 24, that's 117 members. Started the week 2 weeks ago. Next target 500, then 1,000. Giveaway going live today as well. We're gonna start the draw, flying out one of our subscribers into the office. Men using a good dosage of Anavar to be effective can turn out expensive. Ruan Klaassen in the chat as well, giving us some advice on Anavar. I honestly told my wife,
when you have like 2 kgs of something, it can always get expensive. We just have like a quick 5 liters of trend, then you're good to go.
Sorry, Keeks, what did you say?
Market advice, and they give us some trade advice. We help them not to over leverage accounts, and they help us not to overdose.
Oh shit, Ruan Klaassen, just remember to use some Clomid, Tamox when considering the more stronger stuff. Dang.
See guys, you forget when you, all those things, they help with your focus. You keep zoned in. So that's how we can sit here on the charts for 3 hours and we don't miss a move.
Okay, little resistance created here. interesting. I'm gonna wait for the retest of Asia lows, guys. I'm not gonna execute here. I want something similar to this. Yeah, you can see that was the
GJ,
test.
The one thing with that GJ, where you're saying like you can see some of that resistance. I always say to people, I like EJ and I like GJ because they literally move pretty hand in hand with each other. Similar to like Nas and US30. So GJ has come up where it's finding a little bit of resistance, where EJ has basically shot past. So it basically is kind of that lagging effect. So again, that can kind of be a confluency sometimes if you want to go still long on GJ. Like as I say, you can literally look at them and the pairs almost look identical sometimes.
Alright guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go off. As soon as this candle closes, I'm going off my risk. I'm going with the widest stop due to the fact that we are almost 15 pips away. So I'm going to enter half a position here. We're going to scale into this. And if we get a retest, let me see how this closes. Yeah, so I'm going off risk. As soon as this candle closes, I'll let you guys know, and then I want to scale in if we get back down here. So I'm going to go with a 30 pip stop on this. No, not 30 pips. I'm saying 27. And then I'm going to add my other 2 quarters here. So just letting you know. Thanks for mentioning that, Keegs, because Euro JPY has already broken away from Asia lows. So GJ could be lagging, but let's see. I want to get into some longs right here. Just need to close relatively close to this, going off, and we will try and add if we get a pullback. If we close above, guys, please note we need to close above this area right there. Otherwise, I'm still gonna wait for the retest of Asia lows. 70 seconds left, and we can I actually have a nice course if interested. Now I'm clean, honestly. The boys dealing in gear now on the stream. Right, GJ guys, 40 seconds. Keeks, what's your thoughts? You still keen for a long?
Yeah, I'm still keen for a long.
But are you gonna wait for the retest? Are we gonna wait for the retest, or?
So for me, it's on my key level. So at this point, it's still bullish over my key level. So that's a green light for me.
Okay. All right, guys. Yeah. I need us to close above. If we close right at it like this, I'm not entering. And no, not entering. Not entering. This for me is not clean enough. I'm gonna wait for the pullback then. I can't enter on this. Feel free if you want to take the risk, but that for me is not a clean enough break. I want something like this. Yesterday this was a clean break. There you can see it, the trade from yesterday. Clean break back inside of the range right there. Clean break, and I think I took it here if I'm not mistaken. Then another clean break after the retest. But again, it can run without me. I'm perfectly fine with that, but that for me is not a break. I'm just gonna move this up, Asia lows. Let's wait for that.
Okay guys, but I am in though, so I'm in with 0.5%. We will see what happens.
Keegan, I'm gonna throw over to your screen while I'm not in it. So feel free to. I'm gonna throw over to Keegan
guys.
right now. Right, K-Riz in the
Just so you
trade.
guys can see, I am in, like I said, 0.5%. That is literally on my key level. So that's everything I look for. Symbols at daily key level. On the 5 minute we closed above it, so I will hold out. It's a quick, I think 15 pip I'm going for, or 20 pip stop. And it's just aim for the 1-to-1, yeah, but it is 0.5%. So you know what, if it doesn't go my way, it's alright, but we are taking a squeeze at it. But there you guys can see my exact entry points and everything.
Again, thank you for all of you joining. Really appreciate all the support and the love. Sayil giving us a shout out as well on RG. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate all of you guys joining. Everything we do is for you guys. And let's keep going. Ruan, I'm thinking next week. I want to do the meetup next week. Oh shit, what am I doing now? Oh, Keegs, sorry man. Keegs is not showing his screen. Let me just go back to my screen. Some technical issues there, we lost Keegan. Alright guys, GJ retest of the Asia low is perfect. I like this. All I want to see now is a break of this level right here. So once we get the break of that level, I will be more than happy to enter. Keegan is back.
I have no clue what's going on with the stream labs though.
Alright guys, Asia low retested. I love this. Now just a break of that structure right there. And then we don't have to worry about the Asia lows because it's been retested. We can target Asia highs. And what's that going to be? 26 pips. Nice 32 pip trade, maybe a 1.5% trade. That is all I'm looking at right now. Indices running away. DXY still trading close to the low of the day. Gold also at the high of the day. GU making its way back to Asia high. Can we get some type of retest right here on the Asia highs for this to continue higher? Euro USD holding R1. So currently pound being the weaker pair between the two. I think in 30 minutes we've got the Euro CPI, so very interesting. Very, very interesting. Patience is key. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, patience. I think a lot of you guys are very good traders. The only place where you are lacking is patience. You're taking a lot of good trades mixed with a lot of bad trades, and that is what is killing your profitability. So you've got this big bag of trades. All you now need to do is all of these other losses that you are taking as well. Minimize those losses so that a big chunk of your trades are only A+ trades, and all these other little trades in between, you want to try and get them out of the way. I know I've chatted to some of you, you guys are on the break-even stage. That is a very good stage to be at. You are now literally steps away from being consistently profitable, because now the next step is just removing all of the B and C grade trades. The longer, a good friend of mine who got me into trading told me a patient trader is a profitable one, and that's the truth right there. 100% Alex. That is absolutely true. Also, the most difficult part of trading is in the wait. Eric Thomas has got this, I don't know if it's a podcast or this, there's this one video where he talks about a sniper. Let's maybe play that while we wait. Listen to this, guys, and this actually has a lot of bearing on trading as well, and in general in life as well. Eric Thomas. Let me see if I can find it. Let's go over to that while we wait. I'm gonna play this. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
And so the first thing I need you to do is, I need you to understand, like, to go to that next level, you don't need to do anything, but you do need to do something. Nothing needs to change but your mindset. And what needs to change about your mindset is no longer, I don't need knowledge anymore. Eric don't need knowledge. I need specific knowledge. So you thought I was playing when I said, every book I get now, I just read about 3 or 4 sentences and I'm through with the book. Stop thinking you deep because you reading and you studying. No, you need explicit knowledge. You don't need 100 pages. All right, so let me say it like this. I'm gonna give you 3 points. So my boy, Lil D gave me this. So Lil D said that there's a difference between a dude who know how to shoot and a sniper. He said, dude know how to shoot. He loading them up. You see the movies, they might shoot up the whole place and kill 3 people. I mean, you seen that movie before? They blah, 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 my man running, slide, jumping, he's missing, da, 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 da. He's still, they missed my man. Well, they done wasted all kind of bullets, blah, 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 blah. All kind of energy. My boy said a sniper on the roof. 1 spot, 3 days. Don't use the restroom, don't eat. And at the right time. Sniper don't use the bathroom, he don't move from that spot because he might miss an opportunity. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not staying long enough to make something happen. You're not there long enough. You're not studying long enough. You done read a whole book and got what? What did you get? I need you to read 1 page. I'd rather for you to read 1 page 100 times than read 100 pages once. You can't get nothing from reading 100 pages 1 time. I'd rather for you to read 1 page 100 times, and I mean consume it. I'm a sniper now. We ain't on that. You give me 4 slides, Carl, that's all I need. If you want to add to it, add to it. But here go the 4 slides, that's all I need for each place. Boom. Somebody asked me last night, how did you preach on Mayweather? I'm a sniper now. And I didn't even see the fight. And I ain't never seen one of Mayweather's fights. And still preaching on him because I'm a sniper now. I ain't got to watch the fights. I just need to post interview. I just need to read the newspaper a little bit on my man. I need to get a couple pics and boom. In your life right now, the reason why you're not successful in relationships, you all over the place. You didn't miss my man because you in 6 different places looking for him. He's not in 6 different places. He's not in 6 different places. You are. He in 1 place. Stay in that place. For real, the way you doing it, Eric, you done messed up the whole, even if you didn't kill the person, the whole house, you blew the whole house out, the whole franchise, bullets everywhere, you done tore stuff up and got nothing done. The cleanup is worse than the actual execution. You're gonna spend more time on the cleanup. My man, no cleanup. Most of the people don't even know the person got shot until it's over. And you at a place in your life where you're doing this. I just wanna help you. Because I hate to see you keep coming to conferences and you're not growing from year to year. I hate to you like, what? Why am I prayed about it? Yeah, you prayed about it, but you all over the place. And you gotta get to a place where you focus and boom, you got it.
Eric Thomas, my goodness. Do you hear that, guys? Don't fear the guy that practices 1,000 kicks once. Fear the guy that practices one kick 1,000 times. That is where it's at. So don't fear the trader that's trying 1,000 strategies once. Fear the trader that's trading one strategy 1,000 times. So yeah, that's why I'm saying a lot of you actually have enough artillery or tools in your toolbox to be profitable. You're just all over the place. You just need to knuckle it down to something simple and you leverage the shit out of that one strategy. You just patiently wait for that one setup. You're not all over the place. You know what you're looking for. You wait for it and you execute on it. So I hope that is some motivation for you guys. Just start focusing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a few strategies, but at least master one. Become a sniper in that one strategy instead of machine gunning. Alright guys, patiently waiting. Asia lows retested. Break of structure right here. I will be in it. Keegan is already in it. I think he got in here somewhere very close to break even. I just want to see us break this, and I'm going to enter. I'm going to go in with a full position.
Guys, just also noting gold retested some of those equal lows from yesterday, had a slight rejection, but I do still want to push more into that range again. But gold is also getting to that key area again for us.
I love Eric Thomas to have a folder just with his content. Yes, I love him as well. Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, is it Bumpy Johnson? I think it's, no, not Bumpy Johnson. What? I'm talking about the American gangster. What is the other guy's name that's under the leadership of Eric Thomas? The guy with the arm. Tony Robbins as well. I didn't like him in the past, but also a very powerful speaker. A lot of insight, a lot of knowledge as well. Yo. Oh, okay, sweet. Appreciate it. Les Brown, oh yeah, Les Brown as well. Very, very, very solid speaker as well. Les Brown, actually the OG of speakers. I love Les Brown. Silent, I'm currently doing some account flipping, Chris. Good luck, man. Most probably one of the hardest things to do is flipping accounts. My account flip doubled up on Friday. Basically, I've given it all back this week. Back to, I think I'm up 25%, but Account flipping is hard. Mad respect to the guys that actually pull it off. I've steadily grown it to 100. Silent, that is absolutely not steadily. That's almost a 400% growth. 500%, so that is phenomenal. That is absolutely beautiful. So very well done on that, man. Alright guys, can we get this break of structure? Can we get our last trade for the week? I just need this to break above and we will be in it. Nothing else I'm looking at currently that is tickling my fancy. US30 just on a rampage here. Previous daily high. We've broken above it, tested it. As mentioned, this is where volume can come into the upside or downside. I don't like buying so far away from the Asia range. And gold also back to that key level as Keegan mentioned. GBP USD missing the Asia highs. I'm fine with missing this. I'm still looking at GJ. Gonna start also posting some of the setups in the Discord. Please do. Chris, I also gave mine back to the market this week, minus $1,000. Dang, that is tough. That is tough, man. Guys, my only thing with GJ is it's technically, I wouldn't say volatile, but if I enter on this break, the 20 pips stop, I want to give it a little bit more room. If we get a break of structure, yeah, I'm going to anyway scale into it. So if we get a break, I'm going to go 0.5% there. And then if we get some type of pullback, maybe back to this moving average, I'm going to add another half there so that my average will be somewhere in between the two, and then my stop loss can be 20 pips, just slightly below the Asia lows. And then I will be targeting Asia highs. That's the low hanging fruit for me. 1.7%, I'm happy with that. Even maybe pushing it up to 2.2, that's your daily R1 level. So I'm just letting you guys know, weirdly enough, it is quite volatile. This doesn't look big, but that is literally 20 pips, 15 pips right there. I was yesterday entering there. We had, yeah, you see yesterday there was some margin for error, but that is the setup that I'm looking at. Still waiting. We need to get above here. Anyone else in trades in the chat, let me know. Anyone else catch some moves? I haven't seen Laz posting. And as I say that, Laz,
I was about to say, Laz
my
is actually
goodness.
quiet, eh?
No, Laz is in the mix, bro. 10 o'clock, short Euro USD 50% off already. Gold, what is this? Gold? Let me check. Laz, no, this man is
Is machine gunning as usual?
106.40 Euro USD. Laz was shorting it, but it's trading on the 1 minute though. Okay, so you're already break even. I add another position on a retest of the Asia low. Silent, beautiful, brother. Beautiful, beautiful. So you've got two very clean positions. I wouldn't add any further because technically your average is sitting here now. And I would actually go break even if I was you on both positions. So you move the stop loss of this trade up here and you move that stop loss of the trade you took here to down here, making that a risk-free trade for you. Technically it should not come back to this level. This thing now should start running away from the Asia lows. I'm break even on both, beautiful, but move it in between the two. So your position from there and your position from here, find the middle of them and put your stop loss there. So the one will close in a loss, the other one will close in profits. Keegan, my only concern is we've got Euro CPI, and I think this is waiting.
Back, GJ.
Okay, you guys heard it.
By my trade.
You guys heard it here first. Also looking at long user in 12 minutes.
Back my trade. I will sit through it.
Hey, alright.
I was telling Jay Rizzle, I was in a UJ trade yesterday on the same account flip I'm doing. I sat through drawdown the whole of yesterday. I literally entered that trade, I was up a little bit, and then just immediately draw down. And I sat through it the whole flipping day to wake up in profits and close it out. So we will do the set and forget. I trust my strategy.
Emil Monroe, I took a long on AUD JPY. Let's have a look at it, Emil. Let's quickly look at your position. Where did you take a long? Oh, off the Asia highs. Nice. Only thing though, Emil, I'm not saying it can't work out, but from Asia lows, we haven't really came back into the range. You're also trading above the R1. The daily pivot is around here. So as I mentioned, if you want to buy, ideally you want to be buying close to the Asia lows, or you want to trade close to the daily pivot level. So you are trading the weekly high and the session high. So I'm not saying it can't work out. I'm just saying from a probability perspective, you are trading the edges, but good luck with that. The fact that it held R1, very likely you can see R2 being tested. But good luck. Let us know in the chat how it goes. Emil, am I correct in saying you took based off that bullish engulfing retest holding? But good luck, brother. I do feel it's not a bad setup. The setup criteria is there. It is bullish. The only thing is you're trading extended range. But again, nothing wrong with it. Just be aware of that level. You are trading the weekly highs. You don't want to see it come back. You want to see it push away now. Session highs, weekly highs. You want to see price get away from that level. If it starts hanging around here, I would close it out, because this is your weekly high right there, and your weekly high only does one of two things when price gets there. It's either gonna reject, fake out traders that are late to the party, or what's gonna happen is it's gonna punish the guys that's trying to sell it. So that's why you don't want to see it hang around here. You want to see this thing get away from this level as quickly as possible. 50 likes. I think that's the most likes we've got on stream to date. Really appreciate it. Didn't hit our all-time high in terms of viewers. I think the highest we hit was when we had Garen on. Keegan, what?
We had Garen on, yeah.
What was it? 78?
I think it was 69.
69. Wait for it. You're gonna see Sahil pop up now.
It's a lucky number.
Keegan, what are you seeing for gold? Let me just go over to Keegs' screen for you. Keegs, the guys are asking what do you see on gold. Let me just...
I will let you guys...
Okay, Keegan, you are live. The boys want to know.
Okay, guys. So for now, as mentioned again, I'm still neutral. I won't take a trade-off here. This was where some interaction and a breakaway started, but those are still the equal lows. So you can see we literally wicked into that area and started rejecting. I'm gonna wait. Still, this is a bit of no man's land. I won't take a trade off here. Either I want to retrace, hold support here, and come back up. Otherwise, I wanted to come back up, and as again for the day, the R1 is actually in line. We've got the 200 EMA there, all lining up with this area perfectly. So I'll rather wait for some consideration here, because either from here, you then can wait for a 5-minute confirmation up or below and take your breakaway either to the up or bottom side. But
honestly, I hope we can get a trade here to end the week off strong. I just want to set some alerts here at that break 182.32. 5 minutes to Euro CPI. That could be the catalyst to push price. Red folder event, expecting lower inflation. And looking at the year on year, let's quickly look at what inflation has been doing in the Eurozone, specifically not Germany, the Eurozone. So still relatively high, unlike our inflation in SA and in the US actually dropping almost more than 60%. And the ECB also have a 2% inflation target that they want to get to. So higher inflation reading is going to be very strong for the euro. So if inflation reading beats, you will actually see the euro strengthen. Lower than expected inflation reading will actually drop the euro and will actually strengthen the dollar. So just keep that in mind for CPI coming out now in, what is it, 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and we will see that. Also, higher inflation reading is going to drop the indices. Just some of that contagion risk coming into the markets. All right, here we go. Here we go. Please remember, I'm not gonna enter on this 5, even if this 5 breaks, because we're gonna see some widening in the spread, and this thing can do something very weird where it can, as the news comes out, literally create a bottom wick to then still flip bullish. So just be very careful. 3 minutes CPI, you'll see the spread starting to jump. Please don't trade into the event. You can see a lot of weird stuff. It can also be a one-sided move, so please be aware if you're already in. It can be like a pump, we miss it, that's fine. Or it can do something where it's gonna flunk out buy stops, sell stops, close here back in the range, and then 10-15 minutes time we catch it. But good luck for the guys that are in. Maybe what I'll even do is
already running nicely in profits now.
What I would suggest is, I'm quickly gonna run to the toilet, I want to pee. If news comes out, we create a bottom wick on the flip of the 5, I'll go long, but I'll let you guys know. 2 minutes, let me quickly run, I'll be back. Follow us on Instagram, leave a like. 51 likes, you guys know.
Nearly time, guys. Let's get it. We sat through all that drawdown. Now it's time to reap the rewards. Hopefully. Or I'm going to go kablowy and I'm going to go cry to my mom over the weekend. "30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds.
Alright guys, 10 seconds to spare, let's go. Ruan, I'm going to answer your question right now after this. I just want to see what's happening here. Alright, CPI coming out, spreads. Alright, bottom wick. Let's see. I'm going to wait for a nice steep bottom wick. What did inflation figures do? No top wick on this 5. Oh. Right guys, I'm in longs. I took longs. I'm gonna take a long right here. 20 pips stop. I took some longs right here. I'm going for the R1. 20 pips stop on this break of structure as mentioned. Nice little bottom wick. I went full risk on this. 20 pip stop. Let's see. Bad news trading into news, but let's see. All right. I took a long, this will most probably be my only trade for the day. That was the break of structure. We waited for it. I waited for a tiny bit of a bottom wick. Inflation came out basically lower than expected. So what is the euro doing? Euro coming down. That should be positive for the indices. Indices also coming down. As mentioned, it will be positive for the dollar. So positive for the dollar should technically put pressure on yen futures, JPY futures. But let's see if she can run.
No, I've just moved stop loss to break even, so I'm just gonna sit here risk free and just see what happens.
Keegan, why did you go risk free? Nah, I have to sit through the drawdown.
And there we go, guys. I was at break even, so that is me. Chris, all the best of luck.
Hey Keegan, leaving me in the trenches.
I sat through it by myself earlier, now it's your turn.
Yeah guys, I want this level to hold here. I honestly don't want to see this coming back below this level right here. Any closures below that level and I will actually just be closing it out. As long, even if we close bearish, I just want it to close above this level and then I want to see it starting to make its move up. We've already tested Asia lows. The 80 is nice and bullish as well. Still relatively flat, no clear direction. Can still get clapped either way, but I'm willing to take a shot on it. It is Friday. We are only young once. But let's see, any closures below here. I'm just letting you guys know right now, I'm not taking a full loss on this. If I get a bearish candle closure like this, I'm closing it out immediately, because then it is faking back into this range and it can get stuck there. So as long as we stay above. Chris and Keeks, do you guys trade oil? We do not trade oil, my brother. I don't know if Keegan trades oil. I don't.
Nope, no oil for me.
Chris, wat se account sal jy voorstel om oop te maak op Vault Markets? Ek het vanoggend gekyk op die web. A bonus account of a zero spread account. All up to you, Ruan. It is literally all up to you what you want to do. The bonus account obviously gives you more margin, so you can open up bigger positions. That's more for like account flips. The zero spread obviously gives you a zero spread, so all up to you, my friend. All right guys, last trade of the week. Let's see if we can close it out strong or whether we are gonna get clapped. No bottom wick on this 5. That is not good. That is not good, because at some stage this is gonna flip bearish, and I hope not that it flips bearish, breaks that low and starts to trade down. I would have loved for it to first create a bottom wick and then go up. Do you use a journal, Jaffa? To be honest, I haven't been journaling as I should these last couple of months. I've just been too busy. I was actually thinking of doing a channel on the Discord where how I usually journal. Actually, let me do that right now. Create that channel. Stream journal. And then you guys can see how I journal, and then we can also use that. What is the shortcut for the emojis again? Yo, I don't know what I did there. Gigs, what's that shortcut if you want to do emojis? I think it's the Windows key and something.
What's like a... I have no clue. I actually really don't.
I think it's Windows and plus. Okay, there's it. Windows and plus. Stream trade journal. The Windows. No. Quickly ask Mo there. I know Mo knows. Oh my god.
Windows button and full stop.
Yes, I'm pressing a lot of things here. Full stop. Let's try that again. I'll try it once more. Stream trade journal. Well, let me actually, I'm gonna go trade journal. I'll journal all my trades there, myself and Keeks. Trade journal.
Yeah, King, just answering your question, why I exited was because of news. And I actually really have taken wins for the day. So I just, basically it's no need to take an extra loss on a Friday. That's just unnecessary. So I was up. I mean, break even is still like what, $2-3, but yeah, I was up. I had my wins for the day already. Like, just call it a good day. So I'll just rather set that stop loss to break even and ride it out. So yeah, that's just personally why. It's a Friday, markets aren't moving the best. I'll take my wins and call it a day. But like you said, the intracriteria is still met. So I mean, if any of you guys took that trade with me, you still holding. It's not that I don't back it to go up. Like I said, just don't see a need for a loss when I got my wins. So if you guys are still in, I mean, by all means, still hold it out, because it still is meeting everything, still all like perfect. It's a green light for me. So yeah, I would still hold if I was you guys. If I never had the other trades I had today, I would still hold. And see if the $100 challenge is actually going alright, eh? So Chris and myself were both up, and we're both down. So we basically will see if we trade now today. If we post a trade today, then I know on my side, I'll post my update. What I'll do is I'll post a weekly update of the account so you guys can see where it's sitting. So I'll either post basically break even, or if I get a win this afternoon, I will share that with you guys.
Guys in the Discord, please let me know if you can see that channel. I'm still relatively new to Discord, but the Trade Journal channel, let me know if you guys can see that. I just need to add Keegan as a administrator. Oh, but Keeks, you are administrator of the entire channel. Yeah, maybe this will be the first trade that we'll journal. And what
Yeah, so on my side, I can see it.
Okay. Chris, gou vinnig vraag, kan ons copy trading doen tussen twee accounts op Vault? Ja, you can. 100%. 100%. Guys, so how I journal my trade is obviously, I've mentioned this to you guys before, so I would firstly start with the context, the trade idea. So let's actually start this journal for this trade idea. Daily bias for me was bullish. Daily bias bullish. Break of structure on the daily time frame. Daily bias was bullish. So this is how I get the context. 80 trading above the 200 EMA, price trading above the EMAs, Asia lows taken and respected, and that's the trade idea. Let me just make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Let's not bold it out. So I would bring that in. I would make it nice and big for myself so I can see it. So firstly, like the context of my trade, I put on the chart. And then secondly, what you want to be doing is how you manage the trade. So trade management, then I've got another, sorry, there's three key things. So you've got your trade idea. We can do that now. Then your entry criteria. Your entry criteria, what type of setup was it? So this was a break of structure, and I can just put the continuation buys. And what I mean by that is, if you go onto the Discord as well, under the educational section, this is the buy that we took, that continuation trade buy. So that was the setup, that was my entry criteria, break of structure. And then the most important part is now your trade management. So this is where you can see how you manage the trade, going back if you could have managed it better. So trade management, how did I manage the trade? So first thing is break even. You need to basically state where did you go to break even and why. Then TP, taking say 90% off at 1-to-1 risk to reward. And then your runner, what happened with the runner, what were you targeting. So give yourself as much information as possible to look back onto. So these are the boxes that I will basically have on every trade I take. So let's make it 3 separate boxes. And you can also say targeting the Asia highs and the R1, so you know where you want to see price go, and then all you do is you can box it out nicely for yourself. You want it to look good as well, so that when you look back it's easy to read. It's got the same structure every time. And then all I do is I download the image, that camera icon. If I open this up, I'll just show you guys what it will look like. And then you can go back on it, and you can, after a month, after a week, go back and see, oh yeah, I remember this trade. Okay, I entered break of structure, trade management, I moved stops to break even because there was maybe a 5-minute key level. All of that you can go back onto, and that's how you improve. But just for now, I'm just gonna move this out of the way. I'll bring that back a little bit later after. And then also trade management, you can even put like trade results. I took 90% off at 20 pips. I took the last 10% off at 100 pips. Net result 30 pips.
I think a lot of people don't understand how important journaling is your trades.
Especially, I think, Ruan, you mentioned it, the psychology behind it, and the more wins you see, the better your what did I call it, your psychology is going to be, because you're going to have confidence because you've seen the setup play out. In one of my videos, it's like, I've seen the setup play out so many times, that's why I'm comfortable taking it. I'm not emotional, I'm not overthinking it. I'm entering it, and I'm already accepting the fact that this thing can come and take my stops. I've also have the knowledge on how to manage it, what I want to see in what areas, and if I don't see that, or if I see something I don't like, I close the trade. So very simple when you enter a trade. So that's the only thing you can control, where your stops are going to be, where you're going to enter, and how you manage the trade. And once you are in control of that, trading honestly really becomes an enjoyable thing. You're excited to get to the markets in the morning. You're not stressed out. Neil mentioned it yesterday, like it feels good to him coming to the charts and knowing what to look for. Because a lot of times you will sit and you'll look at the charts and you'll try and find a setup, and you'll be spending the entire day, but you don't actually even know what you're looking for. It's like you in this maze. You're literally looking for stuff that you don't even know what you're looking at. And you tire yourself out with non-productive stuff on the charts.
I feel you must kind of have it like imprinted in yourself, that you must kind of just get to a point where you know, you see one pattern, you see something, have your 3 boxes, you tick it, ticks those, you don't even hesitate, you enter the trade. I mean, that's originally, guys, that's what happened with GJ. Chris didn't want to take it, but for me, tick my boxes, I went for it. So you got to just be, if you want to say, emotionless. And I think the way Chris was talking about Jared earlier is Jared is very mechanical that way. Like, if this happens, he does this. If this happens, he does this. And there's no emotion. He just does what he has to do, what he's seen before, and that's it.
Guys, trade running 0.5% up. I think where I'm gonna go stops to break even is once we hit a 1-to-1, actually once we hit this 50, sorry, I'm talking nonsense. Once we hit this 50 level, because we can reject from that level, that's the half round number. We've already tested the round number down here, 182. I think Silent caught it off the lows right there. A little bit more ballsy than me, but as soon as we hit this 50, I think we should be technically up. Where's the 50? 0.6, 0.7. And then if we can break through this 50, then I think we're good for the R1. If we can't get through this 50, then we can be in some trouble. So I'm just gonna go ahead, stops to break even, guys. Trade is up 0.6%. Going risk free on this trade. Let's see what she does at the 50 level. If we can get through the 50, I honestly feel we are good for the R1 today. I will most probably just lock it in here at the Asia highs. Not going to be greedy. It is Friday. It is the end of the month. Month-end flows can make things a little bit tricky. So 1.5% Asia highs. Can we get through the 50? And can we close this Friday off on a beautiful note? That would be absolutely stunning if we can close the week out like that. Journaling has helped me see the cuck I kept on repeating and learn from it. That is exactly the thing. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result, and a lot of times we are too egotistical to go back and see what our mistakes are. Keenan, weirdly enough, it's an ego thing. We're trying to force this narrative on ourselves that what I'm doing is working, but it's actually the market's fault that it's not working. Believe it or not, it is your ego stopping you. And then once you've been humbled enough, ask me, I've been humbled a lot of times. Like I mentioned, sitting in front of the charts crying. Feels like somebody kicked you in the stomach. Wanna go back to a 9 to 5. Wife looking at you and asking you, are you depressed? What's going on? No, I'm fine. In the meantime, you are broken inside because the markets have absolutely destroyed you. So that is the rough side of trading, unfortunately. The side that other people don't see. And I'm not talking about if you're trading part-time, it's still a side hustle. I'm talking about giving up a good paying job, having responsibilities, having kids, having to pay shit, and you can't provide, and you feel like a failure. That is what I'm talking about. So again, I've mentioned it quite a number of times on the streams. There has been a lot of times where I wanted to take the easy road out. A lot of times, believe me. Remember, a lot of these Instagram guys have very wealthy parents that can bail them out. I had nobody bailing me out. The only person that bailed me out in the past was F&B with my overdraft. And I don't suggest you go there, but that was the only person backing me, F&B with a revolving credit plan. That overdraft came in handy. Ask JP Malchas back in the day, taking all the money out of my overdraft, throwing it into a trading account. That is the type of stuff that nobody sees, where you're taking risks way beyond what anyone else is willing to take. And I'm not saying, guys, never take debt to trade, please. Don't don't go now and say, hey, Chris took his overdraft, maxed it out, funded a trading account. Like, please. I was in a tight spot and I needed to make some plans, and I did. But that is never the answer. Never trade with money you can't afford to lose. And if you've got a 9 to 5 and you're trading, that is most probably the best position to be in. Believe me when I say that, because you don't have the pressure of producing every month. You can trade at your own time. All the income you make from trading is additional income. Thinking back when I was still a structural engineer, not that I'm not a structural engineer anymore, I still have all the knowledge, still all the know-how, but when I was working as a consulting engineer, all the money I made from trading I could spend on my hobbies. I bought myself like a bicycle that was 50-60k, went to Valance, went on a furniture spending spree, bought myself tech, all of that, because it's all additional income. You don't require it to make a living. Bought jet skis, all of that shit. So once you go into full-time trading and this is your only income, believe me, you mentally, you better be prepared to go through some dark days, because those debit orders hit every end of the month. Bank doesn't wait for you. Those debit orders hit hard.
Yeah, this GJ was a runner. Beautiful trade.
I can't believe you closed out at break even.
I had my trades for the day already.
Yeah,
so
no. I believe, so what Keegan is saying is protect your gains. So he already took some wins. Like, don't, rather close the day out positive than running into a loss. I totally agree with that.
And the thing is, it's not that I closed, guys. Remember, I set
Stop
my stop
loss,
loss to break
yeah.
even. I gave it the chance to run. It came down, tapped me out, went in the right direction straight after that. I'm fine with that. Like I say, I don't have FOMO because I still am a winner on the day. So I'm okay with it.
Guys, trade is running close to 1%. I'm going to give it a little bit more. And I am out of this 1.1%, locked it in right here. As mentioned, Friday, feel free. Asia high is very likely to get tapped. It's just Friday, month end flows. What a winner on stream. Keegs, thank you for sharing that trade with the guys as well. Give yourself a hand, guys. I see we actually went from 52 likes to 48, so I don't know who disliked the stream. If you dislike winning, then obviously that's fine with you, but what we do on here is we win. Guys, give me a GG in the chat for that winning trade. What a week. What a...
Should give them free money and they dislike it. Yeah.
I can't understand it. You guys are paying mentors and stuff for signals here. You get everything for free. What a trade. GG in the chat, guys. Well done. Ronald, Edgar, Danalee, I haven't seen you on here. Welcome. Tabo, Laz. Guys, what a day. What a week. And thank you so much for all of you guys. Carl Hunt, thank you and well done to you guys coming onto the stream, sitting here listening to all of our cuck every day. And
guys, so on a side note, so you guys know, if Chris and I call it a trade, it's a winner. But if Chris and I call the same trade It's gonna be a banger. Then you don't have to doubt it.
Ian Dupree, I haven't seen you here. Welcome, brother. Trending clicks. Been here for a while. Amazing, gents. Well done, man. There she goes. Asia Eyes. Guys, I'm more than happy. This thing can run another 100 pips. It is Friday. We waited for our setup patiently. We were waiting for almost 30 minutes right here. We executed on our plan. We executed the trade well. We managed the trade well. Trading from level to level. And just a beautiful, beautiful trade. And actually went over to almost 11:30. But I appreciate you guys. There she goes to Asia Eyes, as mentioned. Asia Low has been taken. Very likely she will go to the Asia Eyes. All of this value for free every day, Monday to Friday. Keegan, man, appreciate you being here every day. It is
I love being here.
It's really an honor to build this community with Keegan as well. Weird thing is, I don't know if you guys know the backstory. So when I was looking for somebody to help in the office, I always saw Keegan in the gym. I actually didn't think he was a nice guy. He looked quite mean. And then when I actually met him, what a guy. But anyway, our things came together through his girlfriend Caitlin, and we were just chatting in the office, and I said, bro, why don't you come into the office, set up your desk here, you are trading full time, why don't we do a live stream together? And he was like, cool, let's do it. And the rest is history. And watch this channel grow, watch the Discord grow, watch what we are going to do in the industry. Not through scamming, not through selling dreams, but just every day showing up, putting in the hard work. And Hein van Deventer, beautiful to see you as well. Actually asked, Hein was supposed to be in the office and he declined the offer. So sometimes opportunities come and they go. Keegan didn't want to be in the office. Hein was the one that was keen for trading away from home. And
legit, guys, there's actually not a lie. Like in the very beginning, I was the one who was like, nah, I'm gonna sleep in, trade with my setup at home, do everything. And Han was going, nah bro, let's sit here like in the office, we have a space to work. And then it turns out it's completely switched. He stayed at home and I came in.
We've got Hein on the
don't regret it.
We've got Hein on the 13th, and we've got Laz, and now I'm the one that just woke up. Hein, you gotta put in that grind, brother. Remember, if you want to be a leader, and this is the thing, some Pastor Keegan, Hein's pastor, it was my pastor years ago. Pastor Keegan always said is, if you're a leader and if you can go out of your body and see yourself, would you follow that person? So that's always what I ask myself, is that in the office, how I conduct myself, my work ethic, will other people follow that? Would they say, flip, I want to follow that Chris guy, I want to follow that Keegan guy, they are putting in the work, they on time every day, they giving value, they're putting in the work ethic. So always ask yourself that. While nobody's watching, would you follow yourself as a leader? Are you setting an example? Not just, remember, I'm not talking about you in a leadership position. I'm talking about conducting yourself. I'm always asking myself, will somebody follow me? If I was Keegan and I looked at me, would I follow that guy? Is he on time every day? Is he putting in the work? Is he practicing what he's preaching? Like Pastor Eric Thomas said, a lot of you guys want 120%. You want the 130% result, but you're giving 60% effort. So you can't expect 130% result if you're only giving 60%. And for a lot of you, you're still gonna need to put in a lot of hard yards without results at your workplace, putting in the work. Nobody's seeing you. You feel like you are being looked over, but at the end of the day, hard work will always pay off. You see this shirt right here? Actually a coincidence me wearing it, but where the hell is the stream tab? You see this shirt right here? HWPO, hard work pays off. And the other one is hard work beats talent. Trust me when I say that. Hard work beats talent. When I was playing rugby, there was a guy, I will never forget it, Tembelani Bowley. For 3 years, he played as reserve for me in the Junior Currie Cup under 19, under 21. He proceeded on to go and play Super Rugby. Not because he was the most talented player, but he was the most hardworking player. While we were having a piss up of the Varsity Cup games, of the Currie Cup games, that guy was focusing on where he wanted to be. And again, it took him a lot of years to get where he was, but Tembelani Bowley, I'll never forget it. The first time I saw this guy coming in from border, and played for the Blue Bulls, played for the Sharks. I don't know where he is, but a very solid, humble guy. Tembelani Bowley, what a gentle giant. 2010 to 2011, played for the Kings Border District. Current team is still with the Sharks. Currie Cup, played for the Pumas, played for the Blue Bulls. Currently with the Sharks. Tembelani Bowley, what a legend. I would love to see this guy again. I have seen him a while back. Absolute ledge. But this guy right here, I always think back of my rugby days of how this guy that was not the most talented player, but how he grafted and he got there in the end. So that was deep food for thought. That is. Anyways guys, Keegan, appreciate it. We will see you guys next week. And
see you guys Monday, and hopefully there'll be some big things happening Monday.
Yeah, Keeks, what are we gonna outro with? Give me something there. We can only do Kanye. Kanye is the only.
Yo. It's a good one. Let's see it quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you. Let Keegan choose the outro song there. Guys in the chat, weirdly enough, Kanye is the only guy that does not copyright his music. You can use it.
Nah, you gotta go with flashy lights, eh? That's still like the goldie.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Chad, have a good one. Stay out of trouble. Please do not go and mess